My name is Ashley Weber, ASHLEYWEBER, and I am here in supporting Alex White Plume and also to educate people on the medical properties of both cannabis and hemp. And I set court precedent for people living in Section 8 and not being able to use medical marijuana due to it being Scheduled 1. And I'm proud to just be here and support hemp and learn more about it.
I want to pray for this little girl here.
Yeah.
Open up, Colorado. It's 420. Time to grind and burn.
This is not your son's stoner show.
Welcome to the Cannabis Community Project radio show, your weekly podcast from the CCP studios high up in Denver, Colorado, here exploring the business side of this newly emerging Colorado economy. This is the first media platform to help fellow cannapreneurs just like you build sustainable business models while living the lifestyle. Remember, I'm creating a sponsor store where right from the website, every business that you've heard about, every product that we've talked about, right from the website, as you're listening to my show, you're going to be able to view a page called Sponsor Store where you will see every product and service that we've brought through the community. You know, the Cannabis Commodity Exchange is a great product for other dispensaries, but how does the individual relate? How does the individual cannapreneur out there get involved in our sponsors, CCX? Well, I'll tell you, they have a product called the Skunk Box. The Skunk Box is for any herb connoisseur. Why? Because it's the premier herbal humidor. Skunk Box increases the quality of your favorite herbs and saves you money by making them last longer. Store your favorite herbs for weeks without them drying out and losing their flavor and potent scent. Restore dried out herbs in just a few days and bring back the odor, flavor, and texture you love. Keep your herbs and accessories safe in the water-resistant, dust-proof, and odorless container, whether you're home or on the go. studio. It's customizable, and here in Colorado, it's a locking container that is for when you are leaving centers or dispensaries with your product. You now no longer have to pay those few bucks for those cheap Ziploc bags that they're making you buy. Check them out on the Cannabis Community Project sponsor store, the Skunk Box, presented by the Cannabis Commodities Exchange. Thank you for joining us once again at the Cannabis Community Project. We have another great interview lined up, but before we get into that, we first need to check back to last week's show, our short-term memory flashback. Did you hear that show? That was a lot of fun. I want to encourage all of you to go back and listen to the show. Here's a couple minutes right now of last week's short-term memory flashback, and then go back and listen to the show.
What actually started the diagnosis was I do this all the time.
Like an OCD person?
Yeah, always doing this. And I still have issues in my nose. I'm always just stuff, but because I had bad allergies, and that's what my mom thought it was. Because they were like, no, it doesn't seem to be that way because of this. Yeah, so no, they were like, sent me to a specialist and everything, and I was actually diagnosed when I was 17.
With OCD? Or
with the Tourette. Go in.
Where does it come from?
Genetically. Yeah, it's just a genetic disorder. But weed has, because I used to have terrible rages associated with it. Like I would just be so, and I still, when I have those certain triggers, it feels just like an incredible amount of all those valves releasing, and you don't know anything to do but just crush and destroy shit. Straight up. And the only way you can
get
over it.
You've had this since you were a kid?
Yeah. You're born with it. At the time, I was doing graphic design. I was all into art, music and stuff. I've said many, many times, I don't know how to make money. I know how to make stuff. I don't know how to make good things. I don't know how to make, I'm a quality person. Money to me is not quality. It doesn't suit it's an unnecessary necessity. Right.
And I feel a sense of excitement to think of all the possibilities of it. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure how to make money of having YouTube videos showing people how to do it, is because they give the impression that you just get a steel pipe, throw a cap on it, poke a little hole in there,
and just
stick
whip it
your
with
can
a
of gas, blow it out the other end, put it into a little glass tray, let it dry, cook it a little bit, and voila.
Yeah.
You got yourself some $30 gram product you're going to go around and sell your friend.
That we can try to work with. Because again, there was no real science behind this stuff, no real training about this stuff. People are starting learning more now, but again, then we were doing seizures and everything with handling, because we have to go out there and film and do all this stuff.
That kind of training.
Definitely, and how to run with when the lab is on fire, you're supposed to put the tanks in the water and then you run them out first, but you have to make sure it's closed. She has diabetes and fibromyalgia and all this other stuff, so it's finding different ways. Like the pill forms, I know how to make the pills and stuff with glycerin and everything. That's where I'm using my knowledge. I'm using my knowledge on making my lotions and everything. I just do it here on a local level. Making sure I have my foundation started.
What kind of, like a salve type lotion?
Yeah. They do the salves and stuff. Just using all kinds of different ingredients, with everything from the cocoa butter to shea butter, with different types of essential oils, and just
you're cooking it into the butter, and then
and then we take our hash oil, the liquid form that we actually strip it down. I want to have that I can build here at home. I could work on here, where I'm living. That's why I'm kind of like the cannabis, the industry and everything. I'm definitely always a part of it. It's within me, but it's one of those things that I'm going to take a little bit. It's not so much the forefront to it, so that I can come back to it later,
There you have it. That was a lot of fun. Once again, if you didn't hear the full show, go back to wherever you're listening, iTunes, SoundCloud, even YouTube, wherever you are. Dairy Berry's recording studio, located in Arvada, Colorado, is your local recording studio with affordable rates. Mark is well experienced and will make your show, music, or any audio you have sound great. He makes our show come across the internet loud and clear every week, and he can do the same for your project or band. Take a look at Derry Berry's recording studio or call Mark at 303-456-8216.
With Hemp-Weight Food. We specialize in vegan hemp products. Right now we have a vegan hemp burger, which is made with hemp hearts, lentils, quinoa, flax, chia, garlic, salt, pepper, spices, that type of thing. Yeah, everybody's really loved it. And it's all vegan, no dairy, no gluten, no corn, no soy. I actually came up with the recipe from having some nutritional issues a couple of years ago. And then a few friends have tried it and they're like, really like this. But I created it probably almost 2 years, about a year and a half ago. And I made it for friends and they really liked it. And so then I kind of developed the company from there. And then we did the burger and then now I'm doing a ball, the hemp balls. It's actually meant for you to crumble it into a skillet. So therefore you can do tacos from it. You can do an egg scramble with it. But one of the ones I'm about to do is a chili cheese. It's made with a vegan cheese. I've had people come up and say thank you, and that's what I thought was really cool. I've had so many people thank me for making a nutritional item, and they've said, you've crafted this food. That's a huge compliment. Here, why don't I make y'all an order of tacos and y'all can split it. And see what you think. I think you'll like it, actually. I'm not a vegan. I'm my picky eats crap. Because I eat meat. I'm just very selective on the meats I eat.
Smells so green, and now me too. Boing, 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 boing. Smells so green. Now how about you?
There's many ways to consume cannabis. Not all of us are smoking it, and not all of us are vaping. There's many, many ways to consume it, whether it's oil, whether it's waxes, whether it's concentrates, whether it's edibles, whether it's the flower, and many, many more. That the next time somebody tells you they don't smoke or use cannabis because they don't want to smoke it, remind them. There's many, many more ways to get cannabis and THC, CBDs in your body. we are back with another week with a great show and a great interview and a great company. Are you ready to learn about Kushley? The makers of Kushley have been environmental odor control consultants for more than 30 years. I sat down for a good hour and talked with them about their sprays, their lotions, their candles, and everything else. And this is an issue that I personally deal with. I live with a family and children and don't consume in-home, and a lot of it has to do with just covering up the smell, not because we're ashamed, but some people just don't like to walk into rooms full of smoke and smelling like smoke of any kind. So I relate highly to Kushley, and I think you will too. This is not just a great product, it's a great product with a great story behind it. Learn all about it, about where they come from. Check out their website, Kushley.com. This is a product that everybody can relate to. Let's hear their story.
It really did, just like that. And
now you're in Connecticut?
We're in Connecticut, right? Okay. Yeah.
Never been to that part of the country, so I don't really understand the geography of how the East Coast works. Or
that's so funny.
That's the same way.
I've been in Colorado once, and that was in April. We did the High Times.
The Cannabis.
We were there. At the Cannabis Cup.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, we probably crossed paths unbeknowing then. I was there also, so I'm sure we walked in front of each other at some point.
I'm sure we did. We had a booth there, so I'm sure we passed at some point in between. But that was our first experience with Denver, so that was like really interesting.
Oh, cool. So is this your business, the Kushley? Is that
it is?
Is that how do you say it?
Kushley.
Kushley.
Yes.
Okay. Is this a mom and pop type business?
Yes, it is. It's just me and my husband.
Well, I've been spending the last couple days looking around the website, getting an idea kind of what you're all about and what you're doing here. It looks pretty cool, and it appears to be kind of a win-win for everybody. Those who are trying to cover their own scents and others who wish people would cover their own scents.
We like to think it is. And it's, such an organic product, something that anybody could use, and not just for the cannabis industry, although that is, of course, what Kushley was for the medical cannabis industry. It began with a cancer patient, friend of ours. Obviously, the story of Karen is on the website, and that's a true story. And going through chemo was such a hard time for her. It was very, very difficult. With the chemo, not just with odors, but everything she became very sensitive to the scent itself, especially with the smoke. As much as the medical marijuana helped her, she couldn't handle the smoke. And she didn't really want people to know that that's what she was doing. It was at a time where, even though it was okay and was legal to do, it still wasn't totally, accepted by many. So it was very uncomfortable for her. That's really how Kushley began. We were fortunate enough some time ago to find this product, secure the formula, and we saw what it did for her and how it changed her and helped her. And we said, well, we would like to share this with other people. And that's really how Kushley began.
That's a great story. I mean, every good business needs a good story to stand on. And I don't think they get much better than that.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that very much.
How long have you been doing this now?
We opened our doors just about a year ago, a little over a year ago, so we haven't been there too long, but long enough to see an awful lot come down, since. So it's been very, very interesting to watch this industry grow and flourish the way that it has. Mm-hmm. Very, very excited for the medical portion of it to see, how much help it really is bringing to so many people.
And is Connecticut a medical state now?
It is. Okay. It is, yes.
Are they a recreational state yet?
No,
just,
not yet.
Just medical.
No.
Okay.
Just medical. And one thing at a time, and that's, all good, but at least it's got that. So We're very, very fortunate to have that part of it. So with the Kushley spray, because it is organic, when somebody doesn't inhale or, smokes and has that smoke odor about them, and to spray the mist around you takes that smoke odor right out. But it also doesn't cover or doesn't perfume. So someone who's very sensitive to odors, it's not going to bother them in that sense. It's not a cover-up. And it's very, very gentle, and it biodegrades its own scent. So it really kind of has that really uniqueness about it. especially for the people going through chemo. Well, at least for our friend who was going through it and found that the odors were so intensely sensitive to them.
So would you say the tagline of the company is you're an organic odor eliminator, or specifically organic marijuana odor eliminator? How would you describe your company as far as your core product of what you're doing?
We are an organic odor neutralizer, and that really is the core of Kushley and really what we do. So between the mist or the soy candle, which again, it's an all-organic product, but it does have our essential ingredient, our essential oil that actually removes odors. And we have that blended with a candle. So now when you light it, we don't put a scent into the room, we take odors out of the room. So if someone is smoking, even a cigarette, it will take that odor out of the room.
Wow. Is this a proprietary secret formula? Is this a Coca-Cola?
Yeah, absolutely. Very good. Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Wow.
We secured this a while ago. We've been in the industry for many years, so we've seen a lot of products over the years, and we ran across this product, and this product was so unique in so many different ways. We fell in love with it, having seen everything that was on the market. And please don't get me wrong, there's wonderful products out there that do eliminate odors or give people what they want. They want to have a scent in the air. They want to put a scent in the air. And so there's wonderful products out there that do that, but we were just very thrilled with the organic of this product, that it actually removed it without any chemicals and safe enough that the other flip side to Kushley is it's not just for the medical marijuana industry. It's a product that is safe enough that if you have a dog and if you got hit with a skunk, you could give them a bath in this and it would get the skunk odor out. That's how gentle this product is, but how effective it is. So when we kind of discovered the uniqueness of this, we kind of jumped on it and we secured the formula, and we've just kind of slowly taken it, and then Kushley kind of came about, and so things started to kind of fall in place one by one.
That's great. I mean, I think it's actually a better angle to go with the odor elimination rather than the perfume or the cover-up with other scents. I mean, there's nothing more humorous than walking into a room with a heavy smell of incense or something else going on it almost gives away what you're doing.
It pretty much tells you what you're doing, because you can never really quite get rid of that odor. You kind of always have that extra little scent in the air. So
and nobody uses incense that much.
No. But we too see that so many people too, and not just the medical marijuana or recreational where it's legal. So there's a lot of professional people who they do smoke, whether it be cigarettes or the medical or recreational, and they don't want people to know that they smoke, or they don't want to offend people.
Right.
They have places to go, and a quick spritz, and you're done, and nobody will know, and you don't have that cover up. So you're right, and we do like it for that, and that was really one of the core reasons that we went after it the way we did, because of its uniqueness.
Well, I mean, I understand this product in this industry because I spend a good amount of my time covering up smells and so forth, because I have a family and I have children, and I don't necessarily like a house or properties around the house that smell like cannabis. I mean, it has nothing to do with being ashamed of what I do or what I consume, or, I feel free to tell anybody who asks what I do.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't mean I necessarily want people walking into my living room and that's the first smell or scent they get hit with or anything else.
Exactly.
I understand it. I'm a big advocate of filters for exhaling. I have a number of filters that I use, a couple that I've invented for exhale filters, a couple I've purchased. I use all sorts of things to basically reduce and eliminate odor and smoke for many reasons. And so I understand, and I think most people, I would imagine this product is probably selling pretty good. I don't think it takes much of a twisting somebody's arm to get them to understand what you're doing here. I would assume people are buying it, yes? I mean,
yes, they are. Thank you. And yes, the people are enjoying it, and they do appreciate it for what it is. And we do have on the website been fortunate to have some people who take a moment and actually write in and say thank you, and we really appreciate this product, or we're really amazed by it. And for as long as we've been doing it, we're still thrilled to hear you don't get tired of really making a difference for someone. And that's what really kind of fuels and keeps us going, is making that difference for someone or anyone and continuing to make a difference.
What is the environment like
like where you are? Because obviously here in Colorado, the environment's going to be a little bit unique compared to the rest of the world. We have first state to push through recreational and to be very open and full board, just cannabis business 24/7. Here in Colorado, we're kind of jaded, maybe a little thick-skinned now. What's it like where you are? What do your neighbors, your businesses around town, those who are part of the community, what goes on in your world?
I think that there's the respect there. There's also, there is a lot of the educating part. Because this is new, it is different. Sometimes that's kind of a tough grasp. Will it really work? We've tried hundreds of things. Nothing's really ever worked. How do we know yours is going to work? So you run into that. People are always looking for something to help them because we aren't as open as everyone else is for the medical part of it anyway that I know of. And those are the people that I come into contact with the most. And no, they don't really want that odor out there. They really do want to be respectful of what's around them, where they go. They're very conscious of it. So that's the only climate that I'm really aware of.
Do your friends and family obviously know what business you're in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
they support you.
Totally, absolutely. And they've known where we came from right from the get-go, and they knew Karen very, very well. And so it just kind of became it was a natural thing for us to do, and that's how they all accepted it.
Are you coming from a small town?
Yes, I think you could say it's a kind of a small town, absolutely.
Less than 10,000 people, you think?
I would say yes.
Okay,
yes,
so that's a pretty
absolutely.
small town. I mean,
it is.
It's a fairly small town. I grew up in a town that had five some thousand people, and then here in Denver, obviously a bigger city, where you can make yourself a little more anonymous. But in small towns, it's very difficult to be anonymous in what you do as far as your occupation and even your personal activities. Does this cause any type of feelings like you need to leave where you are to come to a state like Washington or Colorado where you would be more accepted, or are you feeling pretty strong where you are, that it's a growing industry nationwide?
It's still tough to say. Everything is still growing. Everything is still changing. A year ago, I would have said yes to, moving to Colorado. That would have been our only shot. But now with Connecticut coming on, and it's now accepted the medical, and Rhode Island, Massachusetts. So everybody, the surrounding, there's been so much of a growth.
So little by little, it looks like change is coming.
It is, and I think so with that, we see a lot of hope. And a lot more, being more comfortable and a little bit more open and a little bit more free with that. Accepting,
right,
would be a good word.
And your business is mostly an online, virtual store type business?
For the most part it is, and just we have some smoke shops who are now carrying our product within the state of Connecticut. So slowly kind of getting it out there, getting it in front of people directly.
Now, do you come from a business background? Were you in a previous career before your transition?
No. Well, we did have a business, sort of, if you will, but this is really kind of our first at having our own business and taking something from the very beginning, trying to build and grow with it.
Right.
So this is our very first experience, yes.
And you started out with just a few products that you started to sell, or did you go all in and make a big investment, buy a line of inventory, kind of jump in 2 feet and head first?
A little bit of both, actually. We did start with just the mist spray, and we saw what a difference that made immediately. And then the candle, we thought, wouldn't that make a great item as well to kind of complement the spray? And then another thing that we were educated about, and that was our friend going through chemo and the skin condition that she had, being very, very dry, very, very sensitive. And we thought, well, would we be able to put this into a lotion? And we were fortunate enough to find a chemist to help us create an all-organic lotion with PABA-free, which is no preservative, for very sensitive skin, but yet extremely moisturizing, and at the same time take the odor out. So we were very fortunate to kind of start with one product and then slowly grow. We've done it all at once, but yet a little bit at a time.
Before you went to the chemist and kind of took that second phase of the business, what type of investment did you have to put in just to get that initial run going where you were kind of pulling on the thread of the sweater to see if it was going to go somewhere? What are we talking about? A few $100s, a few $1,000s?
It was several $1,000s actually, with the website, with marketing, webmaster, trademarking the name, a design for a logo, coming up with the name.
This was all before you went to your next phase with the Chemist, where you expanded? Well, okay.
Because we did have that basic, just the mist.
Uh-huh.
The fine mist. So everything kind of went into that, and then locating the Chemist, and then moving on with the candle and then the lotion.
And you registered in your state where you are?
Absolutely, yes.
As an LLC, or what was your
As an LLC, yes.
Okay. And when you registered, you got your books and your finances in line, you got some marketing, you got a website. What was your actual strategy for marketing? Were you going to go around to all the smoke shops, head shops, or did you have a more direct route?
We originally just were going to take it just as a web-based business. And it wasn't until after a few months, like 4 or 5 months into this, there was an interest with smoke shop. And then once it became, the medical marijuana became legal in the state of Connecticut, one smoke shop asked to carry the product. And so we thought, maybe we should have this out into smoke shops. So slowly, like building. That wasn't in our original business plan per se. It's just kind of evolved as the business continues to grow and evolve as the marketplace evolves.
Who is the business base of your business? Is it your husband? Do you have a third party in there helping you?
It is my husband and myself, and we do have another partner, Chris, who joins us in putting together this journey, if you will.
Because it sounds like you had a good understanding of some essentials. I mean, you were able to navigate your own website and to get structured as a business and to start moving forward, where a lot of people get stuck in just those first baby steps of, they have a product or an idea, but they're not really sure just how to get that initial breakthrough. I mean, not even the big stuff of putting large amounts of money into their business, but what advice or help could you give somebody for breaking through just those first couple baby steps where this is what you need to do to get rolling, and then all the other stuff we can worry about later? Well, what advice have you learned from this past year or so of moving forward?
Patience is to take it slow and not rush it. It will fall into place. I mean, there was many nights of tears and headaches and stress, and sometimes we still have that as we continue to grow, but I think patience is ultimately what's got us through it, taking our time. We don't want to rush it. We're also here to make a difference. We're not here trying to do anything other than make a difference in someone's life. So that's kind of really been our premise from the get-go. I think that's what's kept us grounded.
So if I can interpret that a little bit, when you say patience, you're talking about patience maybe in how fast you grow as a company, how many additional products you bring on, not necessarily patience in going out and making first sales, right?
That is correct.
Because some people might hear that and think you're saying, oh, well, then maybe today I don't have to pick up the phone and call my contacts or make some sales calls. But that's not the type of patience you're talking about.
No, today I have to pick up the phone and I have to make 5 phone calls.
Every day.
Tomorrow I'll make 6, absolutely. And you stay dedicated and stay motivated, absolutely. But patience in knowing that you make those 5 phone calls today, you're not going to make 5 sales today. They may come tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. That's great advice, and I think I see that in a lot of people, the impatience and the frustration of feeling like they need everything all at once or it's not going to work, or they have to go out and do a bunch of stuff before they can get started. And I think that's the biggest barrier I face when I meet with people, and probably even in my own businesses, of just taking that first step and moving forward, even if everything's not set in place perfectly or exactly how you want it.
So too, I think just taking that first step, I mean, that's huge in itself. It's a scary thing. But having the patience to know, okay, we just do one thing, and if we make a mistake, that's okay. That's how we learn, and then we grow from it from there. And just faith that, it's meant to be. Or I don't think that really we would be here, or things wouldn't have fallen into place as they have. So I have a lot of gratitude for really what we're doing and where we're at and the support that we've had to get here.
And this is what you focus on full time? You don't have other jobs or careers or anything going on?
No, this is full time for us. I was working outside the home, and it was just a little bit too much. I was not able to focus as much as I wanted to, so I left that job, the security of that, and this is it. This is what we do 24/7.
Do you have a family? Do you have kids at home?
We do have a daughter, and she is grown. She's a young woman, 24.
What is the conversation with your daughter about what you do?
I think it's a lot of respect. She sees what we're trying to make a difference. She knows how it all started, where we began, and that's really important. And also, just the business aspect of it, too, it interests her. But mostly the respect of we're doing something. We're trying to make a difference.
And the theme or the product itself is irrelevant to the overall activities of starting a business?
Totally irrelevant.
Do you come from a cannabis background? And if that's a personal question, you don't have to answer that. But do you come from experience from a cannabis background in your own life?
No, I really don't. I've been around it here and there, but not really.
So this is new in the sense of the overall industry and meeting people with all their products and businesses and stories and everything else.
It's very new to us, absolutely.
Is a lot of your time spent on the road at trade shows, listening to people talk your ear off at your booth, and
that's been interesting. We've only done a couple trade shows, and people have been really wonderful. Once again, it's just kind of educating people. They're not quite sure what to make of our product.
Right.
We've really met some incredible, wonderful people. You have a wonderful time talking with people and sharing with them what you've got, what you're doing. And I'd say everybody's been so wonderful and receptive.
I don't know why people would be confused about your product. It's pretty straightforward.
It amazes us too.
What's the confusion? Like they don't understand why somebody would want to deodorize, or why somebody. What's the confusion?
I don't know what the confusion is. I really don't. Sometimes I think it's the organics of it. Not understanding the pure organics of it and how simple it really is.
Or maybe how something eliminates odor without masking. Or putting some type of chemical back into the air.
Absolutely.
In that sense.
Absolutely.
So what's the future? Where do you go now? I mean, you're a year in, so you can't really say you know exactly what the future is going to hold, but what's the plan for the next 12 months?
The plan for the next 12 months, we would love very much to add a couple more products to our line. We are looking at debuting a new product here within probably the next, I'd say, 6 to 8 weeks. It's being developed right now as far as packaging goes, so it's brand new to the marketplace, so this will be very something exciting to watch out for.
Is that a product in line with what you're doing or something?
It is. It is. It's actually the same product, but it's a new application.
Interesting.
It is very, very new, so we're very, very excited about this.
And when is the launch of this?
We're hoping it'll be like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, so we're hoping
Are you going to do a soft launch and just add it to your store, or is there going to be an event or some type of promotion around it?
We're going to do a soft launch because it is a test market to see how well it's accepted. So it'll be a soft launch, and right before the holidays, and we'll tie it in with promotions, with maybe packaging it up with the mist and lotion and candle.
I like
for the
package
holidays.
deals. Package deals are always good, especially for the holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're looking forward to that, and then maybe bring on another product and just kind of slowly grow our line, find out really what the consumer would really like as to what we can add to our line.
Excellent. That sounds good. Is there a YouTube channel or something that we'll be able to tune into to see this new product when it's ready to go?
We hope so, and we are speaking with someone about that right now. So I don't have anything concrete at this time.
Well, you'll have to make sure to keep us informed so we can let people know.
I will do that.
I assume it'll be up on the web page when it gets there under your store.
Absolutely.
Sprays, lotions, candles, starter kits, refills, clothing. You got all sorts of stuff going on in the store there.
A little here, a little there, it is. Also kind of like make a really nice difference in one's life.
Are you also on Amazon, or is your web page your main store?
Our webpage is our main store. We are not on Amazon yet. We're here for right now, and this is a good thing.
Why don't you give out all the relevant contact information, including your webpage, and if you feel like it needs to be spelled out for those who are like me that have trouble spelling, spell it out. But give us your webpage and anything else that you're on, Facebook, social media, phone numbers.
Absolutely. Our webpage is Kushley, and that's KUSHLEY.com. Very simple. We are also on Facebook, which is, again, Kushley, and Twitter, which is Kushley LLC. That's it. Keep it really simple. You can find us very easily.
Very good. And then, of course, they can always send you emails if they want to personally communicate with you.
And that would be absolutely info @Kushley.com.
Or right from the webpage at contact.
Absolutely, right from the webpage. So we tried to keep it very simple.
If anybody happens to be in the Connecticut area, where can they find you?
You're certainly welcome to give us a call at 860-710-8607. And again, or just reach us on the website.
Very good. Thanks for listening to this week's show. Make sure to come back next week. We're going to have more guests lined up, speaking with dispensary owners, growers, business owners. Make sure to follow us on all of the social media, Facebook, Google+. You can listen to our shows live from the website or your preferred listening platform. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, even YouTube, all under the same name, CannabisCommunityProject.com. We'll see you next week.